Donald Trump's hunt for the Hamburglar is on. Both him and Kamala Harris spent the weekend campaigning in the Keystone state of Pennsylvania as the final stretch of the race begins. Now, Trump slinged French fries at a McDonald's in Bucks County during his first stop in the Keystone state. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. I'm looking for a job, and I've always wanted to work at McDonald's, but I never did. I'm running against somebody that said she did, but it turned out to be a totally phony story. So if you don't mind, I want to work the French fry counter.
Now, in this photo op with pre-selected drive-through patrons, a group of reporters in tow, the former president repeatedly accused Harris of lying about having ever worked at McDonald's through college. Conservative commentator Jeff Charles praised Trump's stop at a McDonald's, calling it clever, posting on X, quote, "Here's why he's in Pennsylvania, a critical swing state. It's absolutely hilarious. Look at him in that apron. He comes off as someone who connects with ordinary people. You can tell he's having a blast. Kamala could not have pulled this off." A patron from Brazil pulled up to the drive-thru window. Here was her exchange with Trump.
Mr. President, yes. Please don't let the United States become Brazil, my native Brazil.
We'll keep it good.
Please.
We're going to make it better than ever, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, Mr. President.
Trump.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
McDonald's USA released a lengthy statement following Trump's visit, writing, quote, "Though we are not a political brand, we've been proud to hear former President Trump's love for McDonald's and Vice President Harris's fond memories working under the arches." The company acknowledged they don't have records of who worked there dating back to the 1980s.
The Harris campaign seized on his McDonald's pit stop. Spokesperson Joseph Costello said, quote, "Today, Donald Trump showed exactly what we would see in a second Trump term, exploiting working people for his own personal gain." President of the United Auto Workers Union, Sean Feen, slammed Trump. Let's watch.
Donald Trump, a 78-year-old who's never earned a real paycheck in his life, was putting on a show, playing dress up at McDonald's to act like he is one of us. I mean, think about that. I mean, he spent his life screwing over workers, and his next act, Project 2025, will make it even harder for Pennsylvania workers and their families to get by, all while making Trump and his billionaire buddies even richer. But again, another twisted irony in Trump's dress-up show today. Kamala Harris doesn't have to put on a show. She doesn't have to play dress-up at McDonald's because she actually wore the uniform.
Meanwhile, Harris sought to court independent and moderate Republican voters visiting vote-rich counties in 3 Great Lakes swing states, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, Monday with former Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney. Harris told reporters she and Cheney will, quote, "talk with folks about why it's important for us to put country before party and value the very important foundational principles that we stand on."
So I thought the McDonald's thing was pretty great, good. Yes, it was a photo op type thing, but right now Democrats are like pretending like this is the first time this has ever happened, where you have a politician like, you know, serving soft serve ice cream or flipping burgers or, you know, handing out food to union workers or veterans or something. Like, this is just very standard campaigning. So I don't understand why they're acting like he's done something wrong or unusual.
I think what was so incredible about
let me read. So,
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
Ron Filipkowski,
yeah,
you know, deranged anti-Trump Twitter personality. The place wasn't even open. It was all staged and fake. He didn't work for real at McDonald's. It was staged fraud, just like every other event. Like,
yeah, that was dumb.
Settle down.
I mean, this is where Democrats drive me crazy. You don't just have to be opposite of everything. You can be more strategic and thoughtful about it. He looked like Ronald McDonald, and you can't deny that. He had the red tie on.
Why would you deny it? It's funny.
It was funny. It was funny. But again, I would have made fun of the fact that he still had his what do they call the little pins there?
I don't know.
You know what they are.
I don't.
Cufflinks. That's the term. Thank you. So he couldn't even roll up his sleeve. He had his red tie on, his cufflinks.
That was funny.
It was funny, but I don't know if it got the point across. 1 out of 8 Americans has worked at McDonald's. I mean, the average age of a worker at McDonald's today is 23 years old. It is a big part of our culture. Yeah. I don't know if it really made him look like he was more in touch, the way that, you know, Bill Clinton looked like he was in touch when he came back from his jogging trip and walked into McDonald's and in that famous SNL skit where he would, in real life, Bill Clinton went to McDonald's and ordered some food. But in SNL, The skit was he went to everybody's table and was just eating food off of their table.
I remember that one.
I can't wait for SNL to have fun with this one. But you're right.
Back in the
Every
days, they were funny.
politician does stuff like this. It's just when Donald Trump does it,
Yeah.
he makes it even funnier because he's so over the top and he's a comedy act in his own right.
So let's talk a little bit about Kamala Harris having worked at McDonald's, because she claims that she did, and there's a friend who said that she did. Fine, I'm not denying it. I'm not trying to be some McDonald's Kamala truther or something, but Trump keeps saying, no, she didn't. There isn't actually any evidence she did. And then the media will say it's an unsubstantiated claim that Trump says she didn't work at McDonald's. I'm like, well, I think it's an unsubstantiated claim that she did work there. But there's no reason specifically to distrust that she ever worked there. But they have not, again, we don't have records of her working here. We don't have robust, it's not the biggest deal. And if she says it, it's fine. But I don't like that the media keeps saying his part of it is unsubstantiated. Her part of it is unsubstantiated.
Well, you don't prove a lie. I mean, you don't prove,
Well,
excuse me, you don't prove, he's trying to, it's hard to disprove somebody, and this is the oldest trick in the book is, steer the conversation that direction, put the burden on her. Oh, the media, you haven't gone out and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars investigating her McDonald's experience because she mentioned it in one speech a few months ago. We've all had jobs like that. Do we have photos, especially back to the 80s? Do you have photos of everything? They don't keep records. It's silly. It's a distraction. Look, we're spending an entire segment about this. McDonald's Gate, I don't think most Americans care. I think he's just very defensive over the fact that he was born with so much money and he has never had to probably prepare a meal for himself in his own life. Maybe he takes some hot sauce and puts it on his nachos that he ate at Trump Tower. Remember that? When he's like, oh, I got this. He didn't even
He puts ketchup on the steak.
It's disgusting. His Trump steak that was spoiled that he was selling to people.
And he likes them well done too. That's the real offense. Ketchup goes perfectly well with steak. There's nothing weird about it. Steak is beef. You put ketchup on your hamburger.
Your hamburglar?
Your hamburglar. I think I said this last week. I haven't had McDonald's in many years, but their fries are good.
Yes, they were voted the #1 fries in the world this year. Still, after
I like the
revolution.
waffle fries at Chick-fil-A. I go to Chick-fil-A when I go to New York. I love their waffle fries, and my favorite thing about Chick-fil-A is the Hawaiian or Polynesian sauce. I love that sauce.
So I have to admit something. I don't usually eat.
This is my series arc. I don't
eat meat.
Szechuan, Mulan, McNugget sauce. Viewers know what I'm talking. No,
okay.
viewers know what I'm talking about. I'm doing a Rick and Morty reference.
God,
you don't know this
watch
one.
one episode just so I know what you're talking about. So I pulled over at on the way down here from New York a few days ago, and I was so hungry, and I went to Burger King, and I had not been to Burger King or McDonald's in probably 20 years, and they have a vegetarian burger now, and I ordered it. It was an Impossible Burger. It was so disgusting. It was like they didn't know what to do with it. I literally spit it all out. And also, I'm sorry, since when does it cost $24 for fries, a drink, and a burger?
Since Joe Biden became president. No.
$24?
That's insane, really?
That's insane. Is that normal? Please, people tell me, is this what McDonald's and Burger King cost now?
We're going to all go to, at Taco Bell, I think they'll let you say I have $9.75 to spend. How many, everything I can get on the menu for that, and you can get everything. I hope that's still the case. I hope that's still the case.
And they also have vegetarian Beyond Beef tacos, which I'm all down for. So they're bringing me back in. I stopped eating there, and now look at
This is why I almost never go to Starbucks. I'm not going to pay as much as a sandwich costs for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Price is getting outrageous.
Although in New York now it's cheaper than your average cup of coffee, a nice coffee on the street. Yeah.
I don't mean to specifically call them out. I haven't been there in a while. Coming up next, Trump was interviewed by Fox News over the weekend. We will take a look at that. Much more rising still to come. Stay tuned.